I know, getting back to the Kelis story, I'm all over the place, but I was in New York. They told me about Kelis, and Pharrell had set up a meeting for me to meet her. Kelis was working at a boutique called Verigione on Columbus Avenue in New York. Okay. It was around the 80s, 86th Street, 80-something Street in Columbus Avenue, which, that's not direct area, but I knew the area. And I went over to meet her at her job one day and picked her up from her job. We talked and walked, and, it was sort of like he wanted me to help vet her. He said, well, check her out and see. What do you think? And as soon as I met her, I thought she was a cool person. Of course, she was, young, beautiful girl. You know what I mean? And actually, we got along really, really good, but just other drama came into it, and when deals come into place, I think they had went in and what happened was, after the thing didn't work with Virgin, or either Virgin was waiting to find out, to solidify who was going to help Tammy produce this album that she's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they had already heard about me. They wanted a meeting with me. In my opinion, I feel like the Neptunes, that's when they decided that they want to do their own thing, And I don't know if the executives and the different other people that were working, Rob Walker, he had came into the picture at that time. I don't know if, he spoke against me. Listen, I'll tell you this thing about me, like I told Andre Harrell one day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I didn't want to sign those contracts, and he had gotten mad at me on the phone, and I told him, hey, look here, you ain't my daddy, okay? You're not my daddy, like, fall back with the, because that's what happens a lot of times in the industry. They'll try to raise their voice and bully you, and a lot of people, and not to put you in fear, but also to, I think he was shocked that I didn't just sign it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the surprise in that too. He had given me $1,000 advance. Do you know I was fool enough to give him the money back?
Wow.
Because I said, I don't want no beholden to these people. You know what I'm saying? And I was already making money. $1,000 wasn't a lot of money to me. You know what I mean? And I don't know if the lawyer told me to give him the advance back, but I gave it back to him. I said, no, take your stuff. We can't do it, because I still have the contract to this day. That would be a funny situation to sit around and read those contracts and see how binding a lot of those things were.
Yeah.
They're probably hilarious. Hilarious. Okay.
But okay, so the Neptunes with NERD was signed to Virgin.
No, what happened was Virgin was interested in me, and I went in for a meeting. Nothing happened. And then a couple of months later, Kelis had her deal. I mean, I want to say maybe 4, 5, 6 months later. It wasn't like overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. So evidently, maybe they reworked something behind the scenes, with the executive that had taken me in. I can't think of his name right now, but the guy that took me into the meeting. Okay. And when I look back now, like I say, I got along with Teddy really good, because Teddy wasn't no bully. Okay. Teddy treated me good. Me and Teddy, I didn't really have a lot of disagreements with Teddy. The only time I really had one was at the end when they were doing a new deal. And I was like, I've been with you for a while. I'm not like, I'm not signing no more deals. I already signed a bunch of you. We can't, and a lot of other things came into play, politics, whatever you want to say. I didn't want to get involved with all that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my thing just to happen the way I thought it would unfold. Now, okay, she's up next. Let's take care of that. Boom, boom, boom. But it just didn't happen that way. And I wasn't going to be a part of paying back some deal that wasn't doing anything for me. I just started sensing things, you know what I'm saying? I can't really pinpoint this, that, or the other, but yeah, I have a very good sense in me when it's time to move on. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I'm in it for the same thing everybody else is in it for. Okay. Yes, to do my music, but I want to make my proper money so I can have a living and so I can buy my mama a big house too. You know what I'm saying? And basically that's it, you know, and when I don't see that going on, I'm going, because you're not going to just have me stuck in a situation. And that's why I feel sorry for a lot of other artists, because maybe they didn't know that. They didn't know their value. You know what I mean? And maybe they thought, they had a lot of people thinking, oh, well, this is the only situation. I never felt that about myself. I knew that I could work with somebody else. That they don't want to work with me anymore, well, find somebody else. But originally, I was supposed to write the album with the Neptunes for Kelis. I was friends with Kelis. And what happened was, when I realized that that deal that I was supposed to have months later turned into her deal and then their deal, that's when I was out. It was that was my cue. Okay. That was my cue.
Did they tell you? Did Pharrell say what happened? And did he?
No, it was behind the scenes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I found out, it was already done. Okay. And I was still in contact with him, but he didn't tell me, you know what I'm saying? Until I found out, and it was a done deal. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like I expected Kelis to do anything, because I had just met her 2 or 3 months later. So it's like she didn't really owe me anything. You know what I mean? Any type of like loyalty or anything. And she didn't really know all of the dynamics either. You know what I'm saying? She was just coming into the picture. But I know why they chose her, because it made things easier for him and Chad just to, you know, came to the money. They don't have to split it with a Tammy Lucas that's established, that wrote a song with Michael Jackson. And they didn't have to, because when you work with me, you got to pay me or I'm out. I'm not here to be used in that respect. You know what I mean? You know, and I think, you know, I look back at it now, a lot of, you know, people that I work with, they pull leverage on me to say, oh, well, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do what we want you to do. Well, all right, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like Teddy took me off the thing. Andre Harrell took me off of my song and put the girls on there. Okay.
Oh, the girls. Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you love what you watched, there's over 100 artists that we've interviewed. So please check out the videos. Remember to like, share, and unsubscribe. Or better still, become a member of Halftime Chat and get exclusive videos ahead of time. But thanks for watching. Take care.